What's up, YouTube? This is Zeke from CoyoteMon Plays, and today we have Red Yellow RizeGrey X versus Lilith Loop. We'll start off with Lilith hatching Dimimera, digivolving into Gabu, and then playing an Analog Youth, grabbing the RizeMon. Rize will hatch, digivolve into Salamon, and then play out a TK. And from TK, we'll grab the RizeGrey X and pass it back over. It's going to digivolve into the RizeMon Scatter Mode, swing in, and it doesn't have jamming, so it gets all the draws and trashes. It actually picks up the one of RizeMon and is able to play that out for free. I swear half the time playing against purple decks, it's just watching them take their turns. My buddy Skylar here is a avid Lilithmon player, always thinking through his plays. He's going to pass with Missed Memory Boost. We're gonna promote the Salamon, digivolve into Salamon X, take a peek here. We go ahead and grab it and then recover one. And we're going to play a Zoe. Using that Zoe, we can pick up the Kazumon, recover one, and then replace. And from there to pass turn with as little as possible, we'll just digivolve into that Kazumon. Lilith will hatch Dimimera, swing in with a Scatter Mode, hitting the RizeGrey, swinging with the RizeMon, then playing Calling from Darkness to grab that RizeMon and a Gabumon back. Digivolve into the Gabu, popping Miss Memory Boost, digivolving into Scatter Mode. And I've learned with Lilithmon you have to play out Memory Setters early, because just like D-Reaper, this deck is notoriously good at choking to one. Grabbing the Cerberusmon to hand. Hatch Upa. Digivolve into the one of Jet Sophie. Recover one. Digivolve Patamon in the back. Digivolve into the RizeGrey, choking to one, and playing out a Cody. Lilith counting trash, so you know something's about to happen. Promotes the Scatter Mode, swings in, and it survives. Jamming this time. Plays out Deathslinger in order to pop the RizeGrey. Promote the Patamon. Digivolve into Kazuchimon for 5 and then gaining 2 memory because I have 3 security. Go ahead and swing in for 2 checks. Hitting Dead or Alive. Playing out the, actually he realizes it has to be a level 5 and he doesn't have any, so whiffed, and then a Cerberusmon Werewolf Mode. Digivolving the Patamon into Kazumon to pass turn. Lilith will hatch, digivolve into Gazumon. And this is where we didn't end up correcting it, but with the security buff, RizeMon should have actually died to the Salamon. We just noticed it a little bit too late. So he's gonna swing in and this time hit a TK Kari. Mistakes happen every now and then, but like I've mentioned before, most of these guys I play with are my close friends, so end up gaining 2 memory, one from the Cody, one from TK Kari. And that in itself was actually a misplay. Always make sure to gain the memory from Cody after you hatch. Swing in with the Kazuchimon, doing 2 checks, swinging in with Kazimon, draw for Upa, Digivolve into Kazimon, swing in, and then Digivolve into Zephyr for game 1. Moving into game 2, he opted to let me go first so generously. Play out the TK, grabbing a Zoe, recovering and shuffling. He's gonna hatch Demimera, Digivolve into Gabu. Plays out the Gabu and just passes. Gonna play Zoe. Finding the one of Jet Sophie. And then playing a TK and finding a Sala X. I did have to cut the recording here for a minute because an alarm went off on my phone. Having some bad weather in California right now. Super hot, so they're forcing us to limit energy usage between certain hours. I don't know why that had to come across my phone, but it paused the recording right there. Let's pick this back up, Digivolving into that Sala X in the back. He's up to a Cerberusmon Werewolf mode and a Promote. Digivolve Kaze, Digivolve Jet Sophie, and here I forgot to pay the memory for it. I go to make a play, and if I remember correctly, we catch it. Digivolve into Pitomon in the back to choke him to 1. Gonna swing in with a Promote, hitting Zoe. No targets. Swing in with a Werewolf mode, hitting Cody. Playing out the Scatter mode and putting me to 3. So we'll Promote up. Go to 4 because of Cody. Play out the Tai Kari. And then Sunrise Buster the Cerberusmon Werewolf mode and playing a second Tai and Kari. He's gonna do Lilithmon things and get 5 million draws and discards off right now. Digivolves Gabu. I think if I remember correctly, he was just a few short in trash. He's gonna swing in. I let it go through. Another Tai and Kari. He's just going to Deathclaw to clear my blocker and get the draw 3, discard 2. He's going to Digivolve into the Cerberusmon. And then playing Dead or Alive. Essentially just gaining 1 memory. With the Werewolf mode, allowing it to pop the Cerberusmon and get even more draw and discard off. Gonna discard Creepymon there. This would be a perfect moment for Death X-Mon right now, because it would definitely cause 0. That is a whole army of little children tamers right there. He's going to swing in for the last security. And they both die because security is increased with Zoe's effect. He's asking how much memory I'm going to gain at the start of my turn. So if Jet Sophia lived, it would be 3 plus 4, putting me to 7. And he's just going to Deathslinger to make sure I have at least one less. But because of how much Deathslinger cost, it wound up putting me to 7. Digivolve into Salamon X in the back. Play out Reinforced Memory Boost. And tucking the Patamon on top. And digivolving the Zoe into Zephyrmon, giving my security plus 6k. He's going to promote up, swing in, and because of the damage buff, the 1k Patamon's actually going to kill it because it's now 7k. But yet again, more draw and discard. Whole 9 yards. Playing out RizeGreymon Scatter Mode to pass turn. That time I actually remembered to promote before gaining the last memory. We're just going to Sunrise Buster to play another Cody. With the setup of what I have right now, I can't proc the Codys because I do not have a dual colored Digimon. I remember discussing this as the game was coming towards an end. He had the win rate, but he didn't have a tamer because earlier he could have gone up into Lilithmon and actually won the game. Now I'm gonna start swinging. We're going to reduce his security by 6k, so my little Salamon lives. Swing in with Zephyrmon, hitting Cerberusmon, but that Cerberusmon is now 0 DP. We're just going to play the Salamon to pass turn. It's going to Digivolve into Gazi. You always start to worry about Lilithmon decks when their trash pile is larger than the rest of the cards in their deck. But there's a fair chance that I've got several hybrids in hand. All of the memory in the world. I believe I'm going to be going up to 10 at the start of my turn. So he's just going to Deathslinger the hybrid. Starting me at 4. Start of turn, we gain all the way up. Swing in with Salamon. It dies. We recover 1. Digivolve Patamon. Zephyrmon. Zephyrmon into RizeGrey X. Digivolve Salamon X into Pitomon. Pop the memory boost, because now I have to Digivolve the Kazuchi for the full 5, recovering back up to 3. And then from here we're going to swing, reduce it so I can get over any Zorts that he has in his deck, and then swing with Pitomon for game. Here is my yellow-red RizeGrey list. and Skylar's Lilithmon loop list. As always, thank you guys for watching, and until next time, I'll see you on the digital plane playing the Digimon card game.